Hello, Chris Mortensen here. I wanted to tell you about Disney movies this week because on Facebook, people were commenting like crazy. I should do a Disney show. I should do a Disney show. You know so much about Disney movies. Why don't you do a Disney show? And you know what? I said, alright, I'll get to the other stuff later, I promise. But here we go. Disney full-length animated features. Okay? After the success of Mickey Mouse in 1928, Walt Disney was free to do anything he wanted. He did so many silly symphony cartoons, and they were all a hit. But he wanted to do something bigger and better, and he wanted to do a full-length, like, 80-minute project. And all his animators were like, what? You can't do that. That's crazy. No one's going to sit there for 80 minutes watching a movie. They're going to get sick. They're going to get dizzy. It's animation. And you know what? He did. In 1937, he put together a masterpiece, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And the 40s was a tough time because of World War II. But he managed to get Dumbo out and Fantasia, and even though they didn't do very well, they remain classics to this day. So in the late 40s was a time of documentaries and mini movies into one big movie. He did a lot of that. In the 50s, he got much stronger with Cinderella and Peter Pan, and Sleeping Beauty was his favorite project he's ever worked on, his favorite movie he ever made. 60s, he did so many projects, and in his death in 1966, he was in the middle of many adventures of Winnie the Pooh and Jungle Book, and he passed away of cancer. With the 70s, all his 9 old men animators kept strong. They did the Aristocats and Robin Hood, Rescuers, and then they did part of Fox and Hound in 1980, in the 1981 era, and they had to hand over, they had time to retire, so they handed it over to the new animators. And right after that, Black Cauldron, great movie. I think it's great. It's very dark for Disney, and after that tragic, people did not like that movie, and Disney was in trouble. It was not making money whatsoever, and the Great Mouse Detective wasn't strong enough to save Disney. But Oliver and Company did alright, but Little Mermaid came in and saved Disney. It was the major thing that came out. And Beauty and the Beast, look at that, in 1991, it got nominated for Best Picture. First animated feature to ever be nominated. So if someone can tell me why that happened, great, I want to listen to that. Other than that, I think Little Mermaid kicks Beauty and the Beast's butt. Other than that, the late 90s was a great time. Anything that Disney put out was doing successful. The Lion King was amazing. The 2000s was a weaker time for Disney again, but they were such a strong company. They can make anything and make millions. So, Fantasia 2000 came out, an anniversary for Fantasia. Lilo and Stitch came out, was a hit. Brother Bear was amazing. Home on the Range was a little weak and didn't do very well in the box office. So they stopped for animation for a while. Hand-drawn animation kind of bugged me. But then Princess and the Frog came out in 2009, and I was so happy to see hand-drawn animation. So that was Disney since 1937. And that was a list of all full-length animated features from 1937 to 2009. Of course, every Disney movie I enjoy, so for me to pick one would be tough. But I have a top 10 Disney list if you want to know what it is. Number 1 is 101 Dalmatians. Amazing. Sleeping Beauty, The Rescuers, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Lady and the Tramp, Cinderella, Emperor's New Groove, Black Cauldron, Sword in the Stone, and Little Mermaid comes in 10th place. All others are great, but those are the ones that really stand out the most to me. I bet some of you are asking for some good Disney sequels. Well, here they are. These are the only really good ones I can think of. All the rest they've made are garbage, especially Lady and the Tramp 2. That was horrible. And Pocahontas 2 wasn't too bad, the ending was just really bad. But other than that, I recommend those. Disney Pixar movies. I am not a big fan of Pixar movies at all. But if I had to pick some, these would be the ones that I've enjoyed. WALL-E and Up made me cry the most, though. But other than that, they don't say Disney to me. Here are the movies that are half animation and half live action. Of course, Mary Poppins in this list, but I didn't really grow up with Mary Poppins, but it has some great special effects. Bedknobs and Broomsticks I grew up with, and it's uncanny. Pete's Dragon is a great story, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, a great film from the late 80s, and it was Touchstone's first, one of the first big movies for adults and kids. But it was really like the first time animation was like interacting very well with cartoon characters in live action. It was just very well put together. It was a long project. I think they took them like 6 years to make that movie. Don't worry, I'm still here. And here are Disney's live action classic films. Of course, I recommend them big time, especially Pollyanna. Pollyanna tells the story of a brave little girl who just changes this little grumpy town into a happy town. And it's something everybody should watch, because Pollyanna has this incredible power. She has this great heart, and she just totally changes her aunt to a better person, the whole town to a better person. You should see that movie. Haley Mills did a good job in that one, and along with Parent Trap, the original one. All these other ones, if you have questions about any of these, let me know. I'll answer them for you, because they are just classics. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, because what happened last week was just really amazing, and how everybody was debating on Facebook on what I should do for a next show, and it seemed that everybody wanted me to do Disney. Remember, I think it's very important to remember where animation would have gone if we didn't have Walt Disney. So I would like to personally thank Mr. Walt Disney. Thank you, Walt Disney, so much for making all our dreams come true. And I hope all of you can say that too. Because where would we go? What would things be like? He invented so much. He was brilliant. Thank you.